played.
Yeah, you had to be a good Jax last year, and Lethal Tempo makes sense to me, just because of the way he would be trading with Aatrox makes the most sense. He's going to be looking for all-ins,
Fleet footwork. I'm wrong, but
trades.
that does give you the ability to dodge out of some of these Aatrox abilities a little bit more. Of course, Leap Strike does give you that as well, but especially if it comes to sort of like the Infernal Chains and each of the Qs.
We've seen a couple of Fleet Footwork Jaxes. I can't remember the previous matchup we saw it in.
Okay, Maple's just chucking up all of his team emotes. Does anyone press U? There we go. Woody's done it. Oh, just the 2-mana.
Nice. Wait, does the enemy team see that?
I have no idea. I've never seen an enemy do it in game, so I presume not.
Driver Fission. Let's see what
he
can
does
pull up here.
He got the first game of the year that he played, he got a 10er.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
here we go.
Something.
Oh, it's a 1.
Just 1.
Yeah.
We do take
gold
those.
lead, we take those.
Yeah.
And now, of course, for everyone watching, this is a very important game for our standings. Currently, as our standings are, it is CFO who are going to come in at that first seed, and we're all now in this contenders group fighting for second. As a big invade's coming through, I'll hold that fort. Junjia being invaded, Husha, 116, and Driver trying to assist in taking away this Raptor camp. Looks like it will just be given over.
Yeah, it makes sense. Beyond's early game is so much stronger. Level 1, anyway.
And should be a split map. I don't think Junjia might struggle to get multiple camps, but should at least be able to get that Raptors, maybe even the red if he's lucky.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying. This game for the standings, as things are, CFO are first. Frank just played their game up against CFO and lost, and they are only 1 win above either of these teams. So whichever team gets the win here, put themselves on even footing with Frank
these
for
two
that
teams
second
are
spot.
tied at the moment. And second spot looks to be, theirs for the taking if they can get a win here.
Second spot is entirely up in the air, and this game really is going to decide which team can actually legitimately aim to take it.
Yeah.
PSG don't face Frank next, so the team that will next be facing Frank will be Beyond. So if Beyond win here, it is going to come down to the last game of the season to decide who gets that second spot. If PSG win here, it depends on game differential, which I wouldn't actually be too surprised to see them having the better game differential than Frank.
Yeah.
Have to look at the standings for that. There's a fight coming through. Stay True going to get very, very low here. Junjia also coming through. It should be first blood going over, and it is. Benny picking that one up.
Oh, no.
And a second possibly as Woody flashes. He won't land the Winter's Bite, and Feng, with the health bot running, is going to be able to limp away from this situation. Husha, though, he might be looking for something.
Yeah, just barely dodges the Braum Q at the end there. Well played by Feng to get out, and it looked like they might have been able to trade a kill back onto Betty, but yeah, he does get out, and they grab all the sums of the Beyond bot lane, and a kill on the way out, almost 2. Once upon a time, Braum Sejuani was thought of as a ridiculous combo.
True, that once upon a time does happen to be about 6-7 years ago, but, but this is facts.
Yeah, plenty of these PSG players were playing around back then.
They were. They were winning IEMs back then.
Not forgetting this combo.
Okay.
And just how much CC they bring. You saw it in that gang, because Husha is looking at Junjia. Stay True is here.
Yeah, this crab will be going over to Husha. He's got the timing down packed for these Raptors, and he's going to be able to claim himself them once again. PSG, though, they're slowly... I mean, they're doing pretty fine, obviously. First blood down the bot lane.
Yeah.
And you're putting a Sejuani behind, yes, but, I mean, she's still going to be able to throw out an ult.
Yeah. I worry a little bit for PSG because we haven't seen them do as well with Junjia on the tanks. They have a lot more success when he's able to be a bit more proactive in the jungle on things like the Vi we saw most recently. And, the Nocturne, once he gets level 6, can dictate play around the map a bit more. So we'll see how they do. They did first rotation the Sejuani, and we saw CFO actually prioritizing it last series as well.
Yeah, taking it both games.
Yeah, so maybe a bit of a change away from the carry junglers in general.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as things stand, of course, bot lane in favor of PSG, but Husha is very, very far ahead in the jungle, and it's really up to him to try and make that lead felt across the map.
Yeah, and it's just a kill, really, for the Ezreal. He's not up any CS, And Ezreal does have to spend 400 gold on a tier. So it kind of just accelerates how strong your Ez will be in this mid game. But for now, I don't think Beyond's bot lane in the 2v2 are going to be feeling it all that much.
For sure. The tier is annoying, though. It just means that he has more time to be throwing out abilities, especially after he recalls and gets the mana entirely refilled.
Yeah, and with Ezreal, it's all about the 2-item power spike. Once he gets his Mirror mana fully stacked, along with his Sheen item, that's where Ezreal can take over games, and he's going to get there a lot quicker this game with an early tier.
Okay, so Void Grub's being taken. Junji not, at least yet, opting to look for this dragon. He is going to get this Raptor camp, and I do expect him to then turn and take this Hextech dragon.
Yeah, might be scary though. They're probably going to be down mid-prio, as Maple might be in trouble here.
He should be okay, although that flash might make it a little bit more difficult. Good flash from Maple, and with bot prio and also just knowing where the jungler is, it does become a little bit more tricky as Junji actually invades, takes the Krugs, but he is very, very deep here in the jungle of BYG, but it's Betty who's first here alongside Woody, and they're able to claim one kill. It's going to be returned. Who's picking up that one? Both junglers actually feeling good about the kill. Through will come that way ult, and Betty's just going to keep on going forward with these arcane shifts, and a double kill coming over for Betty just 6 minutes into this game.
Yeah, Maple making the move first there makes a big difference on that play. Feng loses his cleanse, still goes down. It looked like Junjia might just go down, but Woody on the Braum just shows up and delays him dying for so long. Lands a Q onto Feng as well.
That's right, the best combo of Season 8.
So, yeah, Junjia looks in big trouble here until the Braum shows up, and I honestly forgot they had a Braum too. They're able to trade a kill immediately onto Statru with the help of Maple, who's here way before the Karma. And Beyond maybe not expecting this play to take so long, or not realizing how much sooner Maple would get here. Much better showing so far for Maple on the way, compared to when we last saw him.
Oh, top lane's in a bit of a predicament. Junji is going to be here to ensure this can get pushed out, although he is just turning back around, and RJ is going to be suffering for it.
Yeah,
Once
did just get his ult.
Yeah, Driver really is showing his expertise when it comes to these top lane matchups. Now, RJ does have teleport available for himself. Has not recalled, whereas Driver has, so should be okay. But again, this lane state feels horrendous for the Aatrox.
Yeah, PSG still not able to pick up that dragon, so a lot of kills going to PSG, but so far objectives pretty equal. Hook onto Braum.
Husha's in the area, and Junji is coming down alongside Maple. But how much can they get done? Betty with that true shot barrage is going to land, and the QW's coming through here for Maple is also going to stick. Husha's going to go in, he's going to get fed, he's going to get taken out. It's going to be that Glacial Prison coming through too, and Stay True will also be going down. We have a 5-0 Ezreal 9 minutes into the game. Betty is looking to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of Ezreals not get off the ground. I don't think that's going to be a problem for Betty this game. As a play that didn't even really, like, it looked like a bit of an overstep, but not one that was going to be easily punished. But PSG all show up and immediately punish Beyond for chasing a little too far after they land the hook onto Woody. Still has his flash, same with Betty. So Junji are going to take the dragon for himself as Feng recalls, and he is going to go on hit Varus. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, on hit Varus. I mean, it kind of makes a bit of sense. I think in general, you're not too worried about the poke coming through from PSG. A lot of it is quite avoidable. It doesn't come at you all that quick, and also the lifesteal should be enough to sort of keep you topped up.
Yeah.
And also, just no one else really going to be that capable of dealing with the Sejuani or Aatrox the later this game goes. Now, looking at the current build from RJ, it seems like we are once again going to have the Sundered Sky Aatrox.
So to hook onto Woody here, and then an immediate engage onto Betty, but he just ease over the wall. Both these bot laners still have their flashes, and Beyond, it looked like they were just maybe going to be able to walk out here, but they end up losing Husha. And ult onto Statru on the Braum, who's still level 4, means he goes down too, and that's just easy dragon for PSG and a massive lead. early game. And Ezreal can just run away with games like this.
Yeah, I mean, just Betty can run away with games like this. And
Yeah.
giving him this much of a lead with a champion that's not really supposed to be all that strong. I mean, sure, in lane it can be annoying and strong, but 5-0 means that even when you come to these skirmishes, you are just so beyond accelerated.
Yeah. I mean, he has like a tier and a sheen, you know, at that point, and he ends up 5-0.
Yeah, this is a chosen 3-star Ezreal right here.
Yeah. So Stay True still level 5. And the jungle lead as well has just fizzled out to nothing for Beyond after Husha goes down a couple times. Maple, nice fear there to get away from the Karma route.
Okay, poke coming through. Certainly is landing. Essence Reaver, of course, in inventory.
Yeah, these Ezreal Qs already chunking. Going to be a lot of damage once he gets this Mirror Mana. Still a few stacks away from that.
All right, low question.
Yep.
In terms of the LJL and the LCO teams coming over here, what lane are you most excited to look at? Sort of the comparison between regions. Because I think that's often the most exciting thing is, you know, a lot of different takes, a lot of different meta reads from the different regions.
I'm honestly excited to see the jungle. 1116 maybe in trouble here, though.
Okay. This is going to be 116, likely being taken out. The stun lock is immense coming through from PSG, and it was going to be eventually Junjia taking that one. 2, 1, and 5 on the Sejuani. We said we kind of like him on carry as well. He's not on a carry, but he certainly is carrying in this one as heavy trades up in the top side. Junjia here, though, means that RJ will be able to pick up this wave.
Yeah, all the worries were for nothing. As it's a different look for PSG with Aja on a carry and Junjia on a tank. They look as good as ever.
We did see this before, that one game against West Point, RJ on the Aatrox, and I believe Junjia was on Ral at the time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they have times where it looks really good. Honestly, they always look good when Betty is off to a good start, and this is probably the best start he's ever been off to, so...
Yeah. And honestly, usually Betty isn't... I mean, he does on the Caitlyn Lux take over his lane, but they didn't really pick lane bullies
they got
this game.
Braum, Ezreal. I mean, Ezreal kind of a lane bully, but compared to Varus, certainly not.
Yeah, I think he would have been happy, you know, farming away, scaling up, similar to what he did on the Smolder in the previous series, and just, you know, perform in team fights.
Yeah, I do hope we get to see Betty Smolder again. It was such a treat to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, we might not though. If I was watching those games, I would not be letting Betty get on Smolder.
You do any scouting, it's like, wow, this guy is pretty insane at Smolder.
Yeah.
We won't let that one happen. I mean, admittedly, from watching the LCO playoffs, their AD carries are no slouches when it comes to the Smolder either.
Yeah.
Couple of pentakills, some 18, 19 kill games. Insanity. The champ is bonkers.
Yeah. Beyond actually going to hit up the Rift Herald. Junjia on the other side of the map means they're certainly not contesting this. Going to just trade a tower for it. I think that's always worth it, really.
Yeah, they also get the ability to set up for Dragon and most likely pick that one up as well.
So it's actually Driver who just takes the first tower. Quietly having a great game for himself as the rest of the map falls apart. Probably the only thing keeping this gold lead at just 2k for PSG. He's up a decent, you know, almost 20 CS and a whole tower for himself as Husha starts blinking.
He's doing some funny things. Oh, this I hate the Rift Herald pit. I'd say so many bad memories, but just the one.
Oh, yeah. The Lee Sin stuck in a wall incident. Rift Herald drops, though.
Oh, all right, we drifting. We drifting. Okay, teleport coming through. They're not going to be able to get this tower down in time, but kind of feels like a little bit of a wasted TP.
Oh, it's dead. I don't think anyone got local gold for that.
Yeah, maybe not. It's a bit of a disaster, but
Yeah.
alas, you've opened up the map a lot more, and when the Baron comes up, it does allow you to have a little bit more priority and freedom of your wards on the top side, although mid tower is the important one, mostly, when it comes to map control.
Yeah, and I think they just didn't expect the tower to go down, because I think if they knew the tower was going down, you happily sacrificed your Jax for the 700 gold you get for the tower there. Nothing really on the map that you're going to lose.
You know what I miss? I miss the classic driver proxying level 3 and then executing to tower strat.
Yeah, we haven't seen much proxying at all. Only from Udyr, usually.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the team, right?
Yeah.
PSG don't proxy on Udyr, they just go and take your entire jungle.
Yeah.
Nice QW. Glacial Prison will come out, and this is going to be Husha almost certainly going down. Does get a nice shield there from that Mantra usage coming through from Karma. Junjia looking for the flail, won't find it, but they do eventually get the kill. Betty's also going to pick up one onto 116's Karma on the bot side too, and it'll be a tower for their efforts.
Yeah. They probably aren't going for any more. They're happy with 2 kills and a tower there. And that's probably going to be Muramana finished for Betty now. As they're trying to fight Junjia. I think they know what's happening. So they're trying to chunk out the Sejuani, maybe so they don't get dived. 1116 starts running away way too late here. So maybe they didn't know what was going on, honestly. Gets picked up by the Braum Ezreal as well.
For sure, massive lead for PSG. Really, Driver stands out as the only threat at the moment. But even then, I mean, what's a Jax going to do to a 6-0 2-item on his way to Frozen Heart Ezreal?
Yeah.
That doesn't feel like a whole lot, especially when you've got the protection that comes through from, you know, both the Braum, the Sejuani, and even Maple. Yeah. Honestly, the way is just, with any of the E abilities, just quite strong, appealing for anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to become very hard to look for a way back into this game for Beyond, outside of Driver just having, you know, the game of his life. Taking a bunch of towers in a side lane.
We'll see. He certainly has done things akin to that before.
Yeah.
No slouches, Driver.
Yeah, 700 gold shut down on this Ezreal wouldn't hurt. Hard to get it, though. Ezreal with his flash and heal up and a Frozen Heart on the way. It's going to be very, very difficult to kill.
I mean, permanent prio over mid-wave will be afforded to PSG. Yeah. I mean, especially when they're grouped. Play just takes out the back line and almost the entire front line single-handedly. And if you use the E abilities, it will take it down. Finn going to be forced to use that cleanse as he gets caught on the back of that stun, or root even. Glacial Prison comes through, it's going to land, Spiraling Despair, and down will go Stay True. Mid tower now destroyed.
Yep.
And health bar's very low. Driver, though, he gets the tower. He's looking aggressively. Grandmaster's Might comes through. World Ender is not available here for RJ. Lethal Tempo is going to be stacking up, but he realizes he is being collapsed on. Teleport coming through here for 116. He's going to try and get Driver out of this situation, but he might not be able to do so. Driver actually going aggressive, but he's not going to be able to find his way out, or is he? Flash forward. He is going to be running away. 116 might be paying for the sins. Commits the teleport, gets taken out. Driver, he is proxying the wave. He's likely to also go down.
Yeah, maybe he just tries to execute here. I don't know if it's been long enough. Oh, it has. Okay.
All right, gets the execution off, so doesn't give over any of that gold. Obviously, Maple not able to connect with one of those severing bolts.
Yeah, and you can see if the game was just a little bit more even and Driver had more time in those kinds of 1v1s. Or, you know, more backup coming. You know, he could have a massive impact on this game, but, you know, he doesn't really get to fight because PSG are in mid lane picking off Stay True. Can't usually commit all your ults onto a Nautilus under his tower and kill him, but they're just so far ahead. And I think Husha goes in and dies here as well. Yeah, Betty's got his Muramana procced at this point.
All right, Betty tried to miss an ability challenge, literally impossible.
Yeah. Frozen Heart finished for him now. So it is just a Blade of the Ruined King and a pickaxe.
Oh, Spiraling Despair coming through. Driver trying to find his way in, but the counter-strike will not land onto anyone. Junjia, though, he's getting focused down. He's getting quite low, but through will come Braum, and through will come Betty. So many kills. That's a triple kill found for this Ezreal. Voltaic Bolt will connect here, or Severing Bolt, shall I say. Just still with that World Ender active, is going to be able to claim the ace after a nice bit of CC coming through from Maple on the way. And now attention towards this Baron for PSG as they look to try and get this game over the line just 20 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, they'll worry about the Dragon later as they're going to pick up Baron within 1 minute of it spawning. And Beyond get plenty of damage back onto PSG in that fight. A few members with low HP bars. But yeah, they're down 2 items in some cases. You know, 1 item mid, 2 items in the AD role. So they just don't have the damage to really have a chance in these fights. Husha finds a reasonable engage, honestly. Nice flash from Maple to get away from Driver. This Nautilus goes down almost instantly. And yeah, I mean, terrible game to be on hit, Varus. You do not get time to really get going.
Yeah, this is pretty hard. Maple, good job here, of course, and then RJ being able to finish that off with that Q3.
Yeah, Maple looking great on the way.
Yeah, I mean, a big step up from his first way performance, where I believe he was 0-5. Chris Carter getting the best of him there with that Xerath.
Yeah.
Having a lot better of a time up against 116 on the Karma.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I kind of like the draft here from PSG. I think either team here wants to blind pick the way. They're both comfortable doing so, and 116 has, for my money, still looked like the best way.
Yeah.
An absolutely astonishing performance on it in the first game he was able to play.
Yeah.
Now Maple, not much of a slouch himself. Of course, it helps when your Israel is 10-0.
Yeah, I mean, partially due to his efforts, though, especially on that rotation. Driver gonna beat up Junjia a bit, but again, he doesn't have much time to do this because PSG are always going to be first there.
Betty yet to miss an ability, still yet to miss an ability. Is going to be able to take down Stay True. And 1-18 being the kill score. We're almost sitting at 10k gold. I mean, in fact, now we are. 22 minutes in. Not a bad effort coming through here from the side of PSG. Driver once again trying to connect on something to Junjia. Not the guy you want. World Ender going to come through here, and Argus should be able to look to finish something off, although maybe it's going to be turned around. The Glacial Prison should mean it isn't. Betty's going to get everything used on him. Dredgeline comes through. 116 going to find that Malignus, but the Spiraling Despair is going to secure the double kill here for Maple on this way. Is he going to be able to find anyone else? Feng, he's running, but he's running the wrong way. Maple connecting with everyone. 1 QW, Betty's going to connect. Maple will land it. The Severing Bowl will once again find its mark as PSG are absolutely demolishing BYG.
Yeah, and it looks like they could end here. They decide not to. They decide to just maybe try pick off Driver back and go for top lane.
Will Winter's Bite land? No, it will not. Water Path, though, given a bit of speed.
Yeah.
I think this is...
I think we...
Oh, no, okay, Archer's here. Let's bring everyone.
Okay.
Right, this time we don't... Well, we landed the Winter's Bite anyway. Fear comes through. This should all be pretty straightforward now, although Driver's making them work for it, that's for sure.
Oh,
flashes away. He's actually getting aggressive. Where is his health coming from? The Spiraling to Fear and True Shot Barrage seals the deal. Betty once again will not be missing on that instance.
Yeah, I thought he was trolling with the flash, but then for a second there, it looked like he was going to cook something up. Buys a lot of his time for his team to push out the top lane, which is where PSG are going to be sieging next. 2 kills to 22.
Yeah. Oh, look at that gold total.
Yeah.
Betty is an entire item up and a bit on the next highest here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the definition of a 3-star Israel chosen with blue buff, red buff, Infinity Edge.
Yeah, I mean, this game is just a stomp. I mean, the kills we've seen Beyond get were maybe just kills traded
Dive.
back in
Yeah, there's some dives
disaster
going on.
fights.
Driver, he's found himself a flank.
Yeah.
Even going to dodge out of that pink ward, so BYG, they're not going to go down without a fight. Even Elixir of
Betty.
Iron going to be used. 3-man Counter-Strike, and Betty loses the 1,000 gold shutdown. Hoosh is very low. Mabel going to be even able to find yet another snipe thing. You have to be careful. One Severing Bolt will take you down. There's going to be Driver eventually found, not before finally taking down this Ezreal. But that is nothing but some admin work, as Maple now going to teleport here into the base. Only one Nexus tower will remain. The rest of PSG should be following suit. And I believe after 26 minutes, we should be seeing the end of the game. Stay True and Feng might try to put up some resistance, but I don't know that there's really anything that can be done. Both Nexus towers now will be taken out. We're adding some damage to the stats.
Oh, almost hooks Woody
spiraling
into the fountain there.
Okay, we're just padding stats. Get another root.
Yeah.
The molten floor down. Eventually, the Nexus does go down. PSG, a very, very